Hey guys, I'm adding on to the front of our ship. Welcome back to Stardeus. I'm over here at a station here, and I'm adding a whole bunch of reinforced flooring right through here and in this area. We're gonna make this kind of a panic room, and it's gonna be an armored area. It's gonna be a place where our weapons are stored. There's gonna be a couple of medical bays in here, I guess, but maybe not a medical base, really just a teleporter, I guess. But what I want to do for this room is we're gonna make this a room that can only be accessible by a teleporter. So there's no doors. Everything is just locked right down. And all of this is like, these are walkways that are going to take us to the other wings of the ship. We're going to make another wing of the ship right over here for some additional beds and stuff. Another wing of the ship over here for some additional beds and stuff. Ideally, I want this little area right here and then a door with an airlock right here. And essentially what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a nose that comes out, and we're going to face turrets this direction. And we're going to get ourselves sort of a kill zone right here, so that everything that comes in, we're going to try to use tractor beams to bring it to this location so that we can shoot it with our stuff. And if anything does survive and get past, its only way in is through this area, which is where our kill zone will be. And we can go pew, pew, pew from here. I don't know whether or not we're going to be able to create like cover. I would like to figure out if there's a way to get people to be smart enough to do that. Like, can they take cover, in an area? I don't know. We'll see. But I want like a central hub for this. So we're going to have a nice reinforced floor, plenty of lighting, surrounded by these double reinforced walls. Yeah, we're not really ready for the final design of the ship yet. I know it kind of feels like, hey, maybe we're going to stay with this design, but not really. There's another layer of walls above reinforced walls, and those are armored walls. And those are the walls that I want on the absolute outside of the ship. So when we finalize our design, that's where it's going to be. Reinforced walls are nice, but the armored walls are so much nicer. So we're going to do those if we can. Now, this is pulling 300 kilowatts now, and I'm betting my batteries are starting to discharge. Yeah, they are. They're discharging right now. So this is great, but as you get higher levels, it looks like it takes more power to start training that, right? So shooting right now, bringing this core from level 3 to level 4, that's pulling 300 kilowatts of power. But once it gets there, I'm going to go ahead and shut this down. So I'm going to bring it to level 4, I guess. We'll shut that down, and then I'm going to move that core to come back in to the bot's body. So we're going to get that back to work now. So in this booth, I'm going to go ahead and eject that core. There we go. And that's Jinx. Jinx's body is, of course, right here. And so now we're going to tell this to go ahead and put Jinx inside and get that moving. Now, some of these things that are right here in this area, we'll have to take a look at it in a second, but some of these things, we need to disassemble these because they're no longer good. So it has irreparable damage, it says. There's actually 2 of them. One of them says moderate. Interesting. So like, I'm wondering if some of these just need to be disassembled and other ones are fine. Yeah, we still have the cores. We're going to replace those with consciousness. Grapplers need to be fixed up and stuff as well. We can still store them here and then just have them fixed up otherwise. But I've got a few sets of tracks, some multi-tools, servo arms. Like we're kind of ready to go to fix bots. Whoever needs fixing, right? We're going to look to do that as soon as we get another bot operational. So Jinx is up now. That's good. It says irreparable piercing damage on this one. So like, yeah, I want to disassemble this. So processor Q is full. Well, it's because it's switched off. Let's turn it on. All right, so that's switched off. So this one, yeah, irreparable. So all these parts that are damaged and stuff, they're now going to bring them over here. Yes, very good. So these are the damaged components that we had to remove and replace with good ones. And then hopefully we get some good stuff out of those. Yeah, so we'll get microchips, transistors, gears, etc. out of those parts. Very nice. This one here is a mini cell that has irreparable damage as well. So unfortunately that battery will not be useful. It'll go over here and get disassembled. Okay, my crafting room over here has been expanded. It needs these 2 things done, but now I'm gonna be using assemblers for pretty much everything. So I need to get, and this is nice because it means that these guys don't need to stand in front of these things and work, right? So we've got gears, silicon wafers, microchips, improved microchips, advanced microchips, mini cores are being made, at least up to those 5. I'm trying to get to a wanted amount of 20, but I am actually making 5 blank cores right now, which is sick. Very cool. I don't think I really need to get to 20. So I think what I'm going to do instead is I'm just going to have this be like a one-time job. I think. Yeah. We'll just have it make 5 cores, and then we'll switch this to another formula. We'll switch this to some other thing after that. And we have optical fiber being made here up to 50. And optical fiber down here being made to 100. So I think this one's going to swap. And let's say we want to make... I think we're making pretty much everything. This down here is copper wire and gold wire. So battery cells are being made over here. I'm pretty much making everything. I think maybe... Is there anybody making... Yeah, this is making transistors already. So that's that. I don't think I need to really make anything else. So I guess maybe some cells would be good. I could assemble a couple of cells in this one, but I'm looking for just like, what can I program them to make in large quantities, right? What do we need the most of? And I'm thinking it's probably microchips and maybe copper wire, but microchips for sure need to be made a lot of. Maybe I'm going to switch this to microchips actually. And then when this is done making the cores, we'll have this make the advanced microchips. Okay. But yeah, that's my new fabrication area. I think it's probably pretty good. I'm actually going to go ahead and make a copy of this battery too, just to give us additional battery power. And then we're going to switch over to make to getting nuclear going, because we have the technology, right? We have the technology. But how to make the energy cells, I wonder, because I only have, it says I have 2, because I just used one to make these. So, or maybe it was to make these, I forget. Either way, I just used one. So I need to have some other way of making them. Let me see really quick. If I go to this, show me nuclear cells. Yes. How do we make these? In a fabricator, enriched uranium. Okay. Microchips and lead plates. Okay. So the lead plates are doing here. Now, all of my furnaces, you guys might notice, all of my furnaces are doing gold ingots in 10 batches. Okay. Or in batch 10, I guess. We require carbon for this, so we need lots and lots of carbon. We are grinding a whole bunch of rock for that. I'm going to switch these batches to 10 as well. We're going to continue making carbon. Yes, you making carbon. Yes. So do we have any? I think we're out of coal then, right? Coal? No, we have plenty of coal. So yeah, both of these need to be making as much carbon as possible too. And then we are out of crude oil. So that is the next thing I need to go get. We are completely out of crude oil, and we depend on crude oil, at least for these to operate with the current configuration. I can change them, but with the current configuration, I require it. I do have these maxed out with the reactor efficiency upgrades as well. And then over here, I've got the storage upgrades and stuff already popped into these. Need to go one more on that one. And only one of these GPUs is currently mining. So that's a status update of what's going on. Except for one extra thing. I made this. The cargo copter. I said, like, next video, what is it, right? Find out. Well, this is the cargo copter. The cargo copter's job is to go down to the surface and bring up the resources that are being mined and bring it up to the ship. So this needs to be relocated back here. And that leads me to thinking this is not big enough. It needs to be a little bit bigger, right? So I need to remake some of these things. Now, I think what I'd like to do is move the engines to the outside. The bigger engines, move them to the outside a little bit. We could also just maybe move the little ones, have one here, one here, one here, whatever. But I like the look of these, the way they are. I like them being right here in the center. And I think I just want the cargo area to be big enough to support that. Like if I move you to be up against it, like that, and then I relocated you to be down lower. Right, my issue is that you're going to take off and go that way, which is, I don't know. I don't really like it. I wish they would. Yeah, T doesn't work in this game like that. I kind of want, like, I want the walk, right? The place that they come out. I want it to be on the other side, right? So I want it to be on that side, but I want it to take off in that direction. Like a flip it, basically. I want to be able to flip this to where it's coming out the other way, but it just doesn't seem like it's possible. It's fine. So we're going to move this over one. And then the cargo copter is going to go in the center. So we're going to bring this over here. And we'll just bring this cargo copter to be like right here. Okay. We could even have two of them. We could put one here and one here. And then this would drop its resources off right there, right? So it's kind of still good. I'm going to place the cargo copter here. The next thing we have to go and build with this is the drilling rig, though. And for that, we require, is it facilities? Yes. Auto drill rig is an AI-guided mining system designed for precise resource extraction and seamless integration with automated operations. We're going to build one of these too. I'm going to pop it right there. Now, I have no idea what that's going to do. Like how to send it down to a planet. But I know a planet that's got crude oil. It's actually hard to obtain crude oil. But it's crude oil. And we're going to send this down to go get it so that we can get more crude oil and I don't run out of petroleum because I'm currently at 382. I'd like to not fall below 300. At least not until I get good nuclear power operational. And our particle collector broke down, which is not a really big deal, honestly. Oh, it didn't break down. It just flat out broke. Whoa. It's pieces now. Well, I guess we don't have a particle collector anymore. That's different. Cool. I guess that's how that's going to go. We can't rebuild it because I don't have the tech for that. So we just don't have a particle collector anymore. It wasn't really that useful. I mean, it was doing a little bit for me. It was constantly passively giving me titanium. So that was fun. But we have now used most of our titanium plate at this point from making these reinforced floors. And I wanted them reinforced so that fires and stuff couldn't be a burden for us. So it is going to take a little bit of time to get this. If I was to go over to the station and trade again, I don't believe they have any titanium. Oh, they do have titanium plate. They have 63 of it, and I will buy it just so that we can hopefully finish this. I want to make reinforced walls through here too, so it's not gonna matter. Like, I need more of it anyway, and it's fine. I got time. I'm not in a hurry. So like regular walls would work. Yeah, it's just I'm about to have firefights in here, and maybe people throwing C4 at me. Something's gonna happen in this area, and I want strong walls. So that's what I'm gonna do. Because I want to redirect kind of most of our fights. I don't want our fights to take place out here anymore in this choke point area where they have an advantage out here or whatever. Like I can't reach them. I don't want that to happen anymore. I want the fights to take place in an arena that I control the terms on. All right, that's kind of what I'm looking for here. So we're gonna try to redirect all of our action to be in this area. And then on that note, right, lots of reinforced walls to protect the rest of the ship from whatever's happening in there. One of the things I'd like to protect is this, our nuclear reactor. This is where we get all of our stuff. Yep. Now, I've been going back and forth on where I want to place this because the enriched uranium is happening over here, but the nuclear cells are being made back here. And then this is currently where our current power setup is. And so I don't really know where the best place for this is. But then I got to thinking, it doesn't matter where you put it because teleporters exist. Teleporters exist. That's a thing that exists, right? So I can place it like here and it would be completely fine, I think, to have the power be located like out here, like this area here. So I'm thinking, now I'm leaving a lot of space, right? It's kind of wide open in this area, but that's because we're doing nuclear things. And then, maybe I can expand it to be back in here or my jail cell being right here and all that. So I don't really know if this is the best call, but I'm going to place it right here like that. And this is where we're going to have our nuclear power, 1 megawatt of power. And now I can have a lot more GPU miners and I can expand to other various different things. I don't have to worry about my solar expanding out anymore, at least not as much. But I do have to worry about making more nuclear cells. So that's the next thing that I will need to focus on is that. So maybe if I relocate, let me see what's the formula for this? These nuclear cells. If I go nuclear nuclear cells. What's the formula for that? Microchips and lead plate. Okay, I think that stuff's pretty easy to just bring over. So maybe we take a fabricator. We bring a fabricator in here. You know, why not? We get a fabricator right here. Let's relocate this fire suppression system to be just a little bit more over. You know, maybe like this. Okay. And that way, it's going to cover the nuclear thing too. So fires happen in this area. We definitely don't want that. This is going to help us put that out, right? But I think we get a fabricator in here. And if we do that, then we can make the nuclear cells right here. Since everything nuclear is kind of in this area. And then we just bring in the microchips. We bring in the lead plate and all that stuff. I like it. Yeah, I think so. And then these assemblers just need to make more of the things we're going to be using more of. So more microchips, maybe. Looks like this is making them already. You're just still doing a single batch size though. I want full big batch sizes. I can't believe I can't make plastic through here though. That sucks. Let's relocate this and relocate this. Yeah. Connect that to power. Relocate these two things, and then we'll go ahead and tear down this wall. We're gonna have to make a couple of crafting benches here for people to make plastic, because the assemblers apparently don't do it. I mean, I can have the fabricator do it, but I feel like I'm gonna need this space for something, so I'm just gonna open that up a little bit. Make sure that's connected to power too. All right, cool. We're down to 356 petroleum. It is dropping very fast because we are no longer making anything to replace it. Yeah, and then out here we've got some of these. So I got this really far-reaching connector. It can get out there and connect out that way, but we're gonna need another one. So I'm gonna put one right here too. This is a far-reaching connector there. And I know it's inside the jail cell and they can probably damage it if I put them in there, but it's just a connector. We're gonna put another far-reaching connector over there. This is gonna hook up there. And then now, oh, never mind. This is fueled by enriched uranium. Oh, I thought it was nuclear cells. Well then, well shit. We're good then. Yeah, never mind. I don't know why I need nuclear cells up here then. What do we do this? Datoid. Oh, we need them for quantum datoids. Yeah, and for Starcreds miners, like dedicated Starcreds miners. Okay. Well, okay. I mean, hey, look, it means we're going to have a lot more fuel now, right? So, fair enough. We'll go ahead and put a 4 on the refill priority on this. We don't need the fabricator to be over here then. We can relocate this over into that spot we just had. Right here, I can put this over here. Yeah, another fabricator in this area. And maybe we'll face it this way because it might look cool. Nah. We'll just put it right there. It's fine. And hook it up. So now we have an extra fabricator and we can get into making probably, yeah, nuclear cells. I don't really think we need to spend that, but we have the power to do it now. We might as well. We're just going to need a lot more enriched uranium, but okay. Select the stasis array and use the crystability menu item to find and enable advanced life support. This will consume a significant amount of electricity, but will improve cryostability, and we will have more control over the colonist wake up rate. Yes, this is a good thing. I do like that. They're telling me to do that now because I have nuclear power. Probably. Because I have a lot of power now. So now my power is greatly in excess of my usage. Yes, I definitely have capacity for that now. So I can go into stability is poor, right? Unstable cryo chambers will eject colonists more frequently and with worse initial conditions. All right, so stability is bad. So we toggle this, and that will use 200 kilowatts now of power. We can prevent malfunctions, consume additional electricity to prevent pod malfunctions that cause colonist wake-ups. Full effect is achieved when cryostability is at least 90%. So if I toggle this on, we now use almost a megawatt of power. Well, that offsets everything this is doing for me. But hey, you know what? We're going to increase the stability of this, and then we don't get any accidental wake-ups, and we can wake people up on our own commands, which I like that. Also, in case you're curious, I have removed many organs from these people. We will go in and dispose of them now. And Eisenmacher here, we've taken out the lungs, we've taken out her heart, taken out a couple of eyes. Her kidneys are missing, all the things. We're going to dispose of this person now. Yes. Please come over here, and somebody come over here and dispose of this body. Thank you very much. This person's missing both of their lungs. Their left kidney. We're going to take their right kidney now. And if you take a look at the organ storage, we now have many kidneys, many lungs, a heart, a couple of eyes, and then Spios's brain. That's what we have in there right now. And I think I'm going to wait to put Spios in one of the big ones. Now, wait a minute. Now, how come you're not connected? Oh, I'm already maxed out. Oh, then we'll just do this. Do that. There we go. Okay, that's better. Me likey. So this is these are our connectors that we're going to use to kind of connect our defenses that we'll have against this area. Okay, so what we'll end up doing here, I think, is I want to have a bridge right here too. So like our main control panel, like where the ship's controls are and stuff. I want to move that stuff up here. But the reason why it's really important to have this centrally located in the ship is because people don't they need to get to this console in order for my ship to move, which is why we could go in and get autopilot, because that's just research and we could get that if we wanted to. So if I went over and got that, I want to go tractor beam. I want to get that unlocked. Let's do that. I want to do system scanning, but I also want to do security controls. There we go. Autopilot is right here. So security controls will be there, and then the turrets. Okay, the turrets is a big deal. But until we get the turrets, this is my solution also still, because I can get the tractor beam up. So what I'm going to do now, I think we'll just get a basic floor, because it doesn't really matter to me in this situation whether or not this floor... Yeah, I think I'm just going to go... It's going to look a little weird for a while, but I'm going to do this, I think. Maybe just one single row out this way. Yes, I know I can use the floor frames. I'm aware. But I want to do it this way. We're going to go like this, and then I think about like that is what I'm looking for. I know it looks a little bit weird. And actually, to make it look a little less weird, we could go out and maybe do something like this. This would look less weird, I guess. We could take it and go like that, right? And then maybe just to appease the peanut gallery, we could go like this. Okay. And then maybe... No, that's fine. So what we want from this, okay, because it's going to take up power as well, is we're going to want to get in security the tractor beam. So there's going to need to be a couple of these things, and I think people need to man them. I think you need people to actually be there to work with them. So it's kind of important to have these, again, like centrally located in that way. So I want to move a lot of these controls over to a place where people are going to be, and then you have the teleporters that will take them there to get them into that spot. So maybe that's what I use this area for. Maybe this ends up being the bridge instead of the fighting area. But for now, I want to have at least one tractor beam. I think two would probably be more preferred, though. So how about we try this? We're going to go for two. I'm going to go put one here, and I'll put one... if I didn't have the jail cell, I'd probably just go here and here, but... Yeah, we'll put one there, and then we'll put one here. I think, too. Okay. And then over here on this side, once they build this, I'm going to have them build this now just so I can... yeah, let's just go ahead and make this a higher priority so I can get this done. I would like to get the tractor beam set up. So you need the tractor beam targets set up as well. And so I'll place a target down, let's say right here. And then another target can be, doesn't really matter, I guess. So put another target maybe right here. Okay. So two targets right there. And then what happens is we link up this one with one of the targets, link up this one with the other target. And then what we were going to do is when there's a stasis pod that's coming in or a breach pod or something, we go over to these we manage these, and then we basically are going to target whatever's coming at us with the tractor beams, and that will pull in this direction. It'll pull them over and pop them right here on this pad. Okay, that's where that's going. Now the final thing I need to do, it looks like the reactor is doing that, so we're going to shut that off for a second. The final thing we need to do is we need to add radiators to our nuclear reactor, because obviously we know what happens when a nuclear reactor does not get properly cooled. I think we've seen that before. So I'm looking for it. I don't remember if it's here it is, radiators. We want to place radiators down next to this as well, and I think I'll probably just put 3 of them down, and then obviously this heater can just be, I'm just going to turn it off for now. So this will get turned off for now. We do want to cool the place down, so we're just going to open this up, and that will cool the place down because it is currently 230 something degrees in here. So let's cool the area down here. There we go. And open up this one too. Start sucking that heat out of the building. That's why we put all these vents in here in the first place, just to give us a nice easy way to vent any heat, any excess heat buildup, right? We can leave the cell. I think we can leave the cell to be uncomfortably hot. That's fine with me. We can definitely do that. Yeah. So it'll just stay uncomfortably hot in here, 126 degrees. Sounds good to me. And then as soon as they build these radiators, we'll go ahead and turn this back on. Now is this? Yeah, right there. That's good. So yeah, as soon as they do that, we'll turn that back on. And then I kind of want to relocate you to be down here. Just a little off center. Just get away from the reactor, basically, is what I'm looking for you. Maybe we'll actually haul this one. You can put you here instead. That way there's a way to walk past this. I like that. So let's build at least 2 of these. Come on. Somebody come over here and do this. We're draining our batteries fast now because of this, probably. So I imagine we're draining batteries real quick now. Oh yeah, definitely. Draining them down at 60 kilowatts. So definitely want to get... Tell you what, I'll turn it back on, but I'm going to do this. And that'll cool it down. I don't want to do it that way, but that's how I'm going to do it right now until these guys get on it. Looks like we're lacking copper plates. Do I not have... Oh, right. We're focusing entirely on gold right now. Now, you might be wondering, why am I doing that? Well, let me show you. Gold. We have 419 gold ingots now. Okay. You might be thinking, why do you need 419 gold ingots? That just makes no sense, Charlie. All right. Let me show you why. And I think you're going to be like, oh, that is awesome. I think you'll agree. Maybe you even have a really good memory and you will have remembered why it's such a big deal to have that. Maybe. Let's put this one on lead. We're going to put this one on titanium because I don't have any plate and I have lots of titanium ore. So let's bring this up to, I want to say, I mean, just up to 1,000 would be fine for me. Yeah. Make that batches. So we're going to do gold on this one. No, we're going to put you back on steel plate. Yep. That's fine for me. Batch 10. There we go. And then I'll just get you. Let's see. You don't need to be on gold anymore. So we'll go on glass. We definitely need glass. And then you'll keep cranking on the gold ingots. Okay. Why do we need all those things? Well, you might remember that there is a trade over here on Dinobits. And if we were to visit Dinobits, just make sure is everybody like on the ship? You guys aren't going to get lost if I do this, right? The game's got to be smart enough to do that, right? To like not lose everybody if I take off. I feel like the game is smart enough for that. But then again, there is this little bit here that has not been hauled in. Let's get that little bit hauled in. Oh, and also, yeah, obviously you can see this too, right? This is done now. The auto driller rig is done. So can we deploy? Maximum drilling depth is 10 kilometers. You can deploy this automatic driller to resource deposits. The machine will attempt to collect the resource until its internal storage capacity is filled. What is its internal storage capacity? Doesn't say, but maybe we'll find out later. And then of course this copter is going to, I think, go automated and go down, pick up the stuff, bring it up to us and stuff. I think that's what that's for. I feel like these guys are probably smart enough to like not be left behind if I take off right now. I gotta hope that that's the case because I want to go down here. So we're gonna travel to Dino Bits, and boy, oh boy, is this gonna be sweet. So everybody hopefully gets in the ship. Looks like we're good. Yeah. They can be outside while we're running around. That makes total sense, doesn't it? People being out and about in an EVA while we're accelerating. That's totally something that happens in real life. We're here. At Dino Bits, we've got that trade where they wanted a whole bunch of ingots. 295 ingots for over 4.2 million. We're going to travel here. Because we have all of those ingots, we're going to get 4.2 million creds for this. And that's insane. We're also going to drop the miner down and see if it can't give me some titanium while I'm here, because that seems good too. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to send that down to get titanium. Deploy to titanium. Deploy resource miner. Yes. Waiting for available copter. Okay. Copter grabs it. Copter moves it. Copter moves it. Oh, it goes that really? Okay, well, it goes that direction, I guess. So we'll put the copter over here, I guess. I figured it would go the same direction as the shuttles, but I guess like you can't use the shuttle as... maybe it's an orientation thing. Maybe if I orient it... I mean, that's how the shuttle works. If I orient it differently, it'll leave in a different direction. So I'll have to figure out how to orient the copter to get it to go the right way. Okay, so you and you. So I think I need to build a copy of that. We're going to put you here, and we're going to put another one on the outside here. I don't want prisoners having access to it. So we're going to put 2 more of those in. And then, obviously, we're getting the titanium plate from there. So the quadcopter is going down. Quadcopter? Quadcopter. The titanium. So how much? Landing on ship, 4 hours and 30. How do I... It's getting 55 a day, looks like. Its internal storage is 2,000. Whoa! It could be there for quite a while, can't it? And then the copter comes back. So if I relocate you right now... So this is apparently that way. So if I want you to leave that direction, it looks like I have to make you face this way. So maybe that'll work. Let's reposition it to face this way and see if it, goes that direction now. Okay. Are we good now? I think so. We have the radiators. So let's get the radiators all hooked to power as well. Do a backup connection just in case. And then with those radiators online, we can go ahead and close these vents. That should be fine now. And then this area just needs more oxygen now because I've clearly vented all the oxygen out of this room. Now this oxygen pump goes through that vent, so that should pump oxygen into here. And I don't think there's any vents here. Did that by design, but I may want to change that idea. I don't have any vents through here. They're all into this area. So I may want to alter that. Let's maybe build a copy of a vent there just to get more ventilation in there. And then maybe we'll also vent there too. Okay. But you're right, we're rocking and rolling here, man. Very good. Okay, this needs connected to power, so we'll get that going. And then you need connected to power too. There we go. And then now, I believe, do the targets need connected to power? I don't remember that being a thing. But I'm really not sure. I'm going to go with maybe. Maybe. Anyway, gold ingots. Respond. I accept. I will send. Oh, now they're changing their deal. They're offering me even more. So it's not 4.2, it's 4.79. I'm not miscounting this, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 digits. Definitely 4.8. I accept is what it says. Real quick, want to see how much money I have. So currently I have 450K. I will accept this. I have 5.24 million. Yeah. Yeah. What a great trade. What a great trade. All right. Finding a place to mine was a good thing to do. Now, if I want that other gold, I can just buy the rights to it if I really need it. If I'm really looking to do that. Let's connect you to the vent. And then we'll connect this one's not connected yet. There we go. Connect you to the vent. All right. That way I can keep the connections for the big tall ones open. And then you go there, you go there, you go there. There we go. Not sure where are you connected? Oh, let's get rid of that. You go in here now. Excellent. Okay. So as we get additional titanium plate, I should see these two things build, and then we'll have ourselves a proper target area. Now it doesn't look great, right? I could adjust this a little bit. Maybe I go the floor. I could maybe go something like, I don't know, something like this. Make it like a circle. I don't know. Yeah, obviously not a circle yet, but I think you see where I was going with this. You know, I could round this off, get the corners and all that. I could do that, but I don't really care. You know, it's just like, it's whatever. This thing is most likely going to get damaged over and over and over again anyway. I have to keep rebuilding it anyway, so I don't really care. The only thing that matters to me is that these guys, you know, maybe I can get them to walk across this, right? If I can do that, then I could also add... Oh boy. There's a meteor shower coming. We should probably move. I wanted to say I could get the trap floor. Yeah, right here, these trap floor. And we can have this trap floor be a thing. So if anyone crosses this, right, as they're walking over, they'll just get, you know, bang, 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 while they're getting shot at by the turrets. The turrets are later on. Okay, we gotta move. Meteor shower's coming, so we're just gonna leave the planet. Bye. That's our new goal. Leave the planet. Who's in the range? Who can do this? Who can do this really quickly? Mustafa. I can control you, and indeed I will. I want you to go. You have to like let like a whole minute go by before this piloting and thing is. You can't do it while paused. All right, there we go. And we're gonna move now. These resources, I think they'll end up hitting the ship will hit them, and then they'll go with us. I think that's how that will work. I don't quite remember, so I guess we'll find out. Those resources will move into the ship, and then yeah, once they're there, then they end up being on our deck, right? All right. Where are these? There they are. They're on our way over there. They're not going to hit us anymore. Yeah, we're good. I can cancel the task now. I don't need to move. We're good. We can stay in this area just a little bit longer, just for my miner, right? I want to see how that goes. And then I'm going to need more, kind of everything. I'm going to need more iron as well anyway. So I'm going to send another expedition down there to go get more iron. But with this thing, the main draw for this thing is like, you don't need people to go down and do it. It does it automatically for you. If we buy a whole bunch of these things, right? Like if we build, I guess, I could build like 15 of these things. And I can drop them down on various deposits all over various different systems or various different planets in a system. And then all I have to do when I want something, like, oh, I'm out of iron, I could just go over to that planet where 2,000 iron is waiting for me, and we just bring it up. It continues to mine, and I go off and do my business, right? I don't have to sit around and mine anymore. I don't have to sit around in that spot and mine anymore. And that's a really big draw for me. So yeah, we want to build more of those rigs, because I think that's going to be huge. So auto drilling rigs, right? We're going to build like, I think 2 more. I'm going to build this one. I'm going to build another one right here. That might actually be blocking. I think that's blocking. Yeah. Well, the good news is we can always build it over anywhere, right? We can build them over here. I can build a couple of drilling rigs like over here like this, right? And they're very expensive. Like, they're not cheap to build. These are expensive little shits, right? I mean, they cost a nuclear cell. Each and every one of them costs a nuclear cell. There's an advanced microchip involved. And then you have the titanium plates, gears in it, and lead plate requirements as well. So very expensive to produce these things. But as we have fabricators set up now to create nuclear cells, we have the fabricators keeping us stocked up on plastic. We have the mini cores that are now done. Yep, it's already reached. So I can have this switch off of cores, and I can put this on rubber. As long as it's, you know, we keep up on petroleum, I can put this on rubber. right? I can make it make cells. I don't think we don't have any mini cells. We need to assemble some cells, which is going to take the nuclear cells that this thing's making. So no, I think we make the nuclear cells. But we're going to need more enriched uranium for this. So it's time to go mining for uranium, isn't it? Yeah. I think so. Let's make this... we'll go with 2 batches on this. So batches of 2. This one's already taking a 10 batch, right? No, this is doing a 1 at a time. Okay. Well... All right, no, that's fine. We'll do a 2 batch on this one. And then this one here we can do... I think I want you to make mini cells because I want to start getting these... I have a drone, right? That we have that damaged cell and I need to replace it. But let's just do mini cells at 10 on that one. But this cell here is going to stick around. So that one's already done. We've delivered everything for that one. And this one here... We haven't delivered the cell for this one yet, so why don't I make this one a highest priority? That way we can get 2 of these drilling rigs done. And then I will head out to... Like, I'll leave this thing here, you know? Or maybe we'll just say collect. That's a button I can just press. If I say collect, then what happens? It looks like the drone just... Is it gone? I think the drone is gone. Yep, cargo copter's gone. It goes out, grabs the resources. This thing keeps mining. Yeah, that's how it works. And then this thing lands over here and drops off the titanium. Boom, done. It went that way now. Okay. I don't know how to determine which direction you're going to leave. But you know what? It's cool. It's fine. Or we're just going to rotate you to be here instead. Okay, we've got somebody roaming around aimlessly. That's fine. That's no big deal. So I want to drop this off at a uranium source, right? And I want to drop this one off at a gold source or a platinum source or something that I need a lot of. And I want to just be able to show up and grab it and go. That's what these things are for. I still need to get these things going. Here's the tractor beams. Okay, so we have these targets now, and they do need power. Wow. They actually need power. Okay, then. In that case, if I was to create... Oh, I'm going to have to bring it out a little closer, aren't I? Yeah, right here. I need this to be here. So this needs to be floor, there, and then the angled floor can be at that point. And we can put the angled floor, yeah, here and here. And then I just need this to be a firm floor, and like all this needs to be connected to power too. Wow. Well, that's easy because I've got these 2 for that. So we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then I want the rest of these connections to be for the turrets. So we're going to wait a little bit on that. But I guess we'll need another one in the center. This will be where the room is. So we'll put another one here. And I think we'll just make it an 820. Yep. And we'll do the same thing on this side. Make another 820. So we can really reach out there and do that. Yep. And then with that done, we can now put an 820 right here. And with this thing built, we can then hook up the tractor beam how we want to these 2 things. All right. So go like that and go like that. All right. Now, this tractor beam's unconfigured. The target is going to be that spot right there. Okay. So you're hooked up to that target. Okay, good. And then you are going to be hooked up. I guess I could do 2 different targets. Or I could have just 1 target here. I don't really need both targets, but it's okay. I'm going to bring it in to both targets. It's okay. All right, good. So both of the tractor beams are now at least configured for that. And they have to be outdoors, huh? Huh. I didn't know that. Well, I can relocate them, I guess. We'll have to put them out here. This is all going very differently than I had planned. It's a good thing that we're doing it this way, though. I want to learn. So we'll do this. Outdoors. Really? Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense, right? It makes a lot of sense. Don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not saying that's weird. I guess I thought for sure I had remembered them being indoors before, and maybe I'm just full of shit. I thought for sure they were indoors before. I'm gonna put it here then. This is gonna be a two walls out that way, so this will end up being right up against the wall if I do it here. So we'll do it there instead. Yeah, and then this one we're gonna cancel that really quick. I'm gonna relocate you. It's the same thing on this side. This ends up being the wall. So that ends up being right up against the wall if I go there. Okay. And then now we need the teleporter, which we have the power to support now. So build a copy. We're going to put a teleporter, I think, right here. Yeah, this will be right next to the door eventually. So it'll be here. And then the teleporter that goes into, or everyone's going to go that way, right? Let's have that teleporter be located here, which is pretty central. No matter where you are, you can teleport to this area and walk to that one pretty quickly. So I kind of like that. So this will be a teleporter that takes you to the front right here. And this is all outside. But you will now connect to here, 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 and here. All right, so we have our trap floor. If they walk across this, they get messed up. It's going to be great. Unconfigured assemblers. We still have unconfigured assemblers. Okay, fine. Let's just get them to make something then. We'll get you to make microchips. We already have 2 more making microchips. Stop producing those. Improve microchips. Yeah, and make them until you have 200 of them, let's say. That's fine. You're configured for something now. Good. I wish I could have one of you guys making carbon fiber, but I can't do that yet. So you are going to make... What are we short on, really? Other than bot parts and bot frames. It's a weird problem to just not be short on anything. This is actually kind of nice. I guess I'll make more microchips. Yeah, sure. Whatever. We'll make more microchips after all. Up to 120. And let's make the batches on these. Yeah, we'll make them 10. It's fine. Okay. At least they're configured now. And then the tractor beams are not yet because I have to reconnect them. So I guess we'll go 1 and 2. Yeah, let's do it with these ones. And then once more, we have to do this. My bad. No target. So you are on this one. And then you are going to be targeting that one. Yes. Okay. Everything should work out now. All right. Everything's going to work out now. It's not quite the way I wanted it. I admit it's not. But it's a temporary thing, too. This stuff will probably change in the future. Maybe like an internal outdoor area. Kind of like this is, but somehow managing to make it outdoors still. Like the ship wraps around it. I guess you'd have to leave a space, right? You have to leave some kind of gap in the ship, otherwise it automatically makes it inside. Yep, and then we'll get that linked with this one once they build it, and then all things will be good.